Here are some tips for the easiest way to set up your MusicLites components for multiple zones and sources. Step 1. Check the back of the MusicLites module. The product will come preset from the factory with zone set at 1, the house code set at 0, and the audio mode set at left plus right. All your MusicLites devices will be set to house code 0. If you're concerned that other owners of MusicLites will be operating within the 50-foot range, then you may want to use the special screwdriver provided to adjust the house code. Make sure if you change the house code to a number other than 0, then you will also have to change all your transmitters and remotes to that same number. For audio mode, if you want to operate two MusicLites in stereo, use the screwdriver to move the switch to either left or right. For those wanting to put MusicLites into multiple rooms or in areas where you want to either operate a different source, or you may want to adjust light and sound independently from other rooms, you will want to utilize the zone settings. Let's say you want to put MusicLites into your kitchen and bedroom. You will want to independently control each location with the same remote. In this case, for the kitchen modules, you could leave the zone setting to 1, and for the bedroom modules, use the screwdriver to change the zone to 2. You can repeat this process for all the zones you want, up to 5. You will be able to control each zone independently by using your remote and the Z1 through Z5 buttons. By pressing the applicable zone button once, you can now use the other buttons to control light, sound, and sources. If you are playing multiple zones from the same source and want to control them all at the same time, there is a button marked AZ for all zones. As long as all the zones are playing the same source, they can be controlled centrally using this button. Also, there is a plastic sleeve with paper on the back of the remote where you can list the location for each zone. For more information on zones, house codes, and audio mode settings, there are videos for each on the video menu. Step 2. Now that you have the settings to your liking on the MusicLites modules, you are ready to screw them into the recessed can. If you remove the existing trim ring in order to screw in the MusicLites module, you can also purchase a MusicLites trim ring and simply slide it over the screwed-in MusicLites module. If you are having trouble with fitting the MusicLites module into the recessed can, please refer to additional videos on the video menu. Next, turn the light switch on to make sure the MusicLites module powers up and turns on. It should come on immediately to full brightness. Step 3. Now set up the transmitter. For each transmitter, the default source code on the side of the units should be set to 1. If you are not planning to use more than one transmitter, there's no need to change it. However, if you have more than one transmitter and intend on playing them at the same time, you should use the screwdriver to make the second one either source code 2 or 3. For most applications, it is not advisable to operate more than 2 sources at the same time due to restrictions on bandwidth in the 2.4 GHz frequency range. If you purchased a USB transmitter, fit it into an existing computer or other audio storage device with a USB port. For the Toslink universal transmitter, plug the DC end of the power cord into the DC socket on the side of the transmitter and the other end into an AC outlet. Then snap one end of the mini jack connector cable provided in the transmitter box to the line-in socket at the end of the transmitter. The other end of the mini jack cable can be plugged into any device with that speaker connector or headphone port, like a BlackBerry, a computer, an iPod, etc. If you want to run this transmitter through an RCA connection or an optical cable, you can purchase them at any electronics store. If you purchased the transmitter for iPod, iPhone, iPad, you can plug the 30-pin connector directly to your audio source. Also, this transmitter comes with a rechargeable battery, so you can operate with your iPod device untethered to electricity. When you decide you need to charge the battery, the AC adapter will alternately charge the transmitter and the device you are connected into. With each transmitter, there is an indicator light that will be red when the source has power but is not transmitting audio. For more information on the specific transmitter you purchased, there are additional videos in the video menu. Step 4. Turn on your audio source, or set it to play audio from that device. Once audio is being sent from the host device source, the transmitter should be sending out the signal. The light will turn blue when it successfully finds a MusicLites module that is within range, turned on, and looking for the audio signal from the source code corresponding to the setting on the transmitter. This should only take a few seconds to happen. If there is no connection being made, make sure the sending host device is playing, that the device is not set to mute, which of course would be self-defeating, and that the MusicLites modules are turned on. For more information on troubleshooting the connection, refer to the troubleshooting guide or consult the sources video from the video menu. Step 5. Before using your remote control, make sure you pull out the plastic sheet wedged into the button cell battery section at the bottom. This plastic sheet protects the battery and prevents it from being activated until it is pulled out. Your remote control will come from the factory configured with the assumption you are operating in Zone 1 and Source 1. If the light is not playing audio, you should press the appropriate Zone button one time, then the appropriate Source Code button. If it doesn't play, consult our troubleshooting tools. But if the audio is playing, you should be able to turn the lights on and off using the light bulb icon button, or adjust the brightness level by using the plus and minus buttons in the lighting section. Likewise, you can mute the audio by hitting the audio icon button with the X across it, or adjust volume up or down using the plus and minus buttons in the audio section of the remote. For more information on using the remote control, check out the video on that topic in the video menu. You should now be enjoying your MusicLites wireless audio system.